Welcome to Munger Vision, PEGTV Channel 15 Sports. Got some Mill River football action for today. You see Tim Finsky, number 17, and he's going to be kicking off for Mill River as we have this Division III matchup today on Munger Vision. It'll be Poultney, the Blue Devils, taking on Mill River Minutemen. Both teams actually mirror each other a lot. This should be a competitive, close ball game. Both teams coming in at 0-2. Both have suffered a lopsided loss, and then they've each played a tight ball game. So we'll see what develops today. And again, PEGTV Channel 15 Sports. You can go to the website at www.pegtv.com. Click on Video on Demand, and you can watch all the sports you want at your leisure online. Or you can also turn on the old-fashioned television and watch TV the games that way on television. So we'll have the kickoff on a nice sunny day, a fall-feeling day, in Poultney in their traditional yellow and blue uniforms. Mill River in their red, white, and blue. And Tominski set to kick off, and this game just about set to get underway. And that's going to be recovering. Great field position. I don't think that was done intentionally, but it resembled an onside kick, and Poultney's going to have the ball at the 42-yard line. That's a great place to start offense right there. And for Poultney, they're going to be coming out with Skylar Staples. He'll be the starting quarterback. As in the opening kickoff, you saw it right there, ball to the 42-yard line. We're underway on Munger Vision. Skylar Staples, the starting quarterback. John Fairbanks, Richard Ferguson, and Nate Bourne will be the running backs. And I'll do the offensive line for you in just a second. As again, great day. That is a little breezy. Might affect some punts and passes. And look at that run right there by Bourne as he'll break into Mill River territory. Nate Bourne found a hole off that right side and able to capitalize on it and punch it to the, well, call it the 42-yard line of Mill River. So he went 42 to 42 right there, and Poultney in good shape. And Poultney with a 49-0 loss and a 6-0 loss, so they're looking for their first offensive points of the season. And you can see Staples coming out, number 10 in that backfield, as he will be under center. First back through, again, it's Bourne breaking tackles and dragging Mill River players with them to the 36-yard line. So good pickup on first down. We'll bring up a 2nd and 4. That offensive line has Scott Parks, number 60, number 59, Chad Martell, Brian Crandall, 55, Scott Williams, whereas 58, Wayne Thornton, 69, and your tight end is Johnny Olson. Of course, Dave Catman, the head coach at Poultney. And a nice methodical start here. They had good field position, got a good run, and now they're going to try to take it back. Mill River this time much better job stopping the run. I think he's going to be held up a little bit short of the first time. It's Fairbanks on the run, number 22. So again, keys to the game. Well, I don't think it really. I think the keys to the game are the same for every team, for every game. Minimize mistakes, take care of the football, avoid penalties. No, don't hurt yourself. We'll get to that defense in 1 second here for Mill River. But again, Staples and company looking for a 3rd and short here for Poultney. They've already picked up one first down on this drive that started at the 42-yard line. And that's going to be Bourne wrapped up. And Tominski, I don't think kept him from getting the first down. He kept it to a short gain, but it should be a first down. It might be actually close enough for a measurement. Yeah, and that second effort there is the official. Steve Morrow, that's who that is. So Steve says the first down for Poultney. So they'll pick up their second first down of the ball game, and they will be at the 31-yard line. Again, Tominski on the tackle, but first down for Poultney. Staples, a senior out there, wearing number 10. Bourne's on his 3rd carry, and you can see Mill River this time stuffing that run. Little bit better job in that defensive line for Mill River has Ross Lowell, number 71, Aaron Bosch, 72, Nate Halligan, number 74, and Alex Newton, 77. The linebackers, Andrew Clement, number 10, Tim Tominski, 17, Leo Oddie, number 62, and the secondary has Coleman, Wood, and Emma on it. So a 2nd down play, and then he's broken through, and he is going to be in the end zone for the first points of the season for Poultney, and he will have a touchdown. And that is Fairbanks. And a quick hitter, and Poultney will have a 6-0 lead. And again, that's their first points of the season. And that was an impressive drive, and it was all on the ground. And then good blocking by the offensive line. That was actually a trap play right there, and they were able to find quite a hole to go through. 9:40 left in that first quarter, and I just want to see if they're going to go for a point after, or a 2-point conversion. They're going to kick the ball right here, and that's number 15 out there doing the kicking, Sam Cathart. So Cathart with a high snap will get it down, and his first attempt is going to be good. He'll get it. It'll be 7-0 Poultney. We'll be back for the kickoff, and Mill River will get the first offensive chance. That's number 42, Nate Bourne, doing the kicking here for Poultney. Remember, he was featured a lot on the running plays. He's going to do double duty here, and he'll get set to kick it out for Mill River. As Poultney wants to stay onside, on the kick. That's going to be picked up by one of the short men. And, oh, is he hit? Oh, he got hammered down at the 35-yard line. He will get up and be okay, but I'll tell you what, that was a how do you do real quick right there. I'm just looking real quick. It's Ryan Hammond. So Hammond, number 81, fielded the ball on that short kick, and good clean hit, but one of those real eye-openers, makes your eyes water just to watch it. So here comes Mill River on their first offensive touch, and Tyler Wood, number 5, will be in the shotgun formation for Mill River. It's a good snap. They'll hand the ball off on the inside, and Poultney will react and shut it down for a short gain. As Andrew Clement, I believe, given the ball number 10, and see where they spot the ball. We're going to call it no gain on the play. It'll be up a 2nd down and 10 as Tyler Wood to the sideline to get the play. It's Art Peterson, the head coach at Mill River. And they can just join us. It's 7-0 Poultney with the lead. You're watching PEGTV Munger Vision, and opening quarter of play. And Wood again in that shotgun formation with Andrew Clement to his left. Now I'll do the line for just a second as Clement makes a nice step, makes a tackle, miss him, and he's able to pick up yardage on his own. There's a Poultney player came out with the ball. Fairbanks did, but they're going to say the whistle had blown and he was down. It will stay Mill River football. I want to see where they're going to spot the ball and call it a 3rd down and 6 yards for Mill River. Okay, Mill River opened their season in a non-league game against Fairhaven. Suffered a 64-0 setback, and then played pretty well last week against Fairfax. And it is a season of you learn from each game, you practice each week, and you look for improvement every week. So same thing with Poultney. They're coming off one of their losses was 49-0. Then they had a 6-0 overtime loss to Springfield. So again, each team looking to improve each week. And here's a 3rd down play. Call it 3rd and 6. You see the spread formation out there. Snap handled, and he's got time. He faked the handoff, and he's going to throw it deep. Man open, coming back to meet the ball, and it'll be broken up. Ball on the ground. It'll be broken up. He was looking for Tominski down there. Yeah, he was able to elude the rush. It was a good ball fake at first also that gave him that time, but then he eluded the rush, got the ball down the field, and almost able to come back and make the catch. But we'll have a kick coming up on the punt now. Tominski will be the long snapper on this, I believe, number 17. And it was Imhoff that was also down there as a receiver on that play. And Coleman, Sean Coleman is the punter. You can see him back there looking for a good snap. He'll step into it, and nice hang time. Good hang time, and no, they're going to run it. That's Fairbanks to the far side, looking to go outside with a stiff arm, breaks one tackle, gets to the sideline, and brought down near the midfield line. So again, good starting position for Poultney. Now remember, they had their first drive start from the 42-yard line. This one coming from the, I'm going to call it the 48-yard line. So that's not bad position on the field to start each drive. So we will bring Skylar Staples back out, and he hasn't thrown a pass yet, but he managed the team very well on an opening drive. We have 7:47 to go in this first quarter play. Poultney will look right down the line here, and they'll have the 2 running backs in the backfield. Give it to the first back through, and this time Mill River able to, well, they're struggling, but they will be down after, gosh, you get done, and the dust will settle. He's going to have almost 4.5, 5 yards on the pickup. And that's Bourne again, number 42. That's Bourne so far, even though this is only the 2nd offensive series for Poultney, he's been the feature back. Fairbanks has the touchdown, and Bourne's been churning up some yardage here, and I'm going to go with a 2nd down and 5. Ball in Mill River territory. Looking to go that split backfield. Second back through. Nice. Look at that quick feet by Bourne as he will be first down for Poultney, and he was able to just nice sidestep of a tackler. And it's easy to, just watch this and understand. Straight ahead blocking, good engagement by the line. They're getting a good push offensively. And then the backs finding a hole, following the blockers very effectively and picking up good yardage here. Yeah, it was a touchdown run by Fairbanks that led to the first score not only of the game but of the season for Poultney. Ferguson's going to go in the slot. This time just Bourne in the backfield as they have Fairbanks on the opposite alongside the field. And oh, look at that hole, and he is going to be breaking a tackle, and he is going to be brought down just shy of the goal line. Yeah, there is no indication it's a touchdown. I believe he's going to be at the 1 foot line. So Bourne got around that corner and again did a nice job to get to the outside.
He took that handoff at the 40-yard line and just got around that.
Yeah, 39-yard plus pickup right there on that run. And Poultney knocking on the door. The first and goal with 6:28 to go in the first quarter. Yeah, as they come in with some new personnel off that Poultney sideline, Skylar Staples. Again, at Mill River. Defensive line out there of Lowell, Bosch, Halligan, Newton. Linebackers Clement, Tominski, and Adi. And I'll tell you, there's a fumble, and Mill River's got the football. There's a turnover. It's a big turnover as Poultney was on the 1 foot line looking to go in, and a big hit by Mill River forced the fumble. And that's going right back to, the keys for every ball game for every team. Take care of the football, especially in key situations. First and goal, and that is, see now Mill River can build some momentum. First, you got to look at the good thing. They stopped Poultney from scoring, and they've got the ball back. The bad thing is they're at the, I believe they're at the 1 yard line, so they've got to be careful to take care of the ball here, not fumble it back away or get a safety. They really like to get 1 or 2 first downs here, a lot more than that, but they could settle for 1 or 2 first downs to just get a little field position. So again, Tyler Wood, the quarterback, with the snap from Adi, and that's going to be the quarterback keeper. He's going to roll to the sideline, and I like the play call. I do. I like the play call. It's a safe play. It's one man handling the ball, and he's just trying to get a little breathing room right now. Yeah, he'll pick up 2 yards on the play. So Poultney, 2 impressive drives offensively. They do have a touchdown, 7-0 Poultney, but they have that one big turnover, and yeah, they are going to go with the 2nd and 8 right now. Wood, long count, gets the snap down, and a nice second effort to break the first tackler was Clement. And he's able to pick up good yardage after he got hit, and he's going to break up a third, doable. It's 3rd and 4.5 yards for Mill River. So we take a look at that. Poultney lineup right there. And each team just straight ahead football right now. Now Wood, the quarterback, just a junior, listed at 165, 5'9". He'll look over that defense, and there are some spacing in the gaps. And there's a fumble in the backfield, and Poultney says they've got it. Yeah, I'm waiting for the official to point one way or the other. And they're talking over right now. And Poultney's got the football back. So each team will swap fumbles, and Poultney right back in business inside the 5 yard line. And boy, I tell you, right on cue, talking about those turnovers. And there's been a rash of them around the league.
No, I know. I was surprised. I didn't see any celebration.
Staples, number 10, under center, and wouldn't be surprised to see Mr. Bourne get the ball here. No, keeper straight ahead, and touchdown Poultney. As Staples on the quarterback keeper will get the 2nd Poultney score.
It's almost like you say there is justice here. Poultney fumbling the ball at the 1 yard
Yeah, you talk about not risking anything there with the handoffs. Poultney was down here just a few moments ago and fumbled the ball away. This time the quarterback with the keeper behind the big offensive line. Parks, Martell, Crandall, Williams, Thornton. And now we'll have the extra point attempt. He is 1 for 1 today as Cathcart will get it up, and much better looking kick, and no. He had a height on it this time, but he's going to pull it left, so we'll stay 13-0 Poultney. A short kick taken by the up back, and he'll lose his footing and go down on the play. I think, you know what, I got to correct myself too. I gave Bourne credit for the kicking off, and then with the sun on those white uniforms and my old eyes, it's number 12 kicking off. That's Loomis, number 12 out there, Christian Loomis, who did the kicking, so I apologize for that. But we'll have Mill River with their best field position of the ball game so far. They'll be at the 39-yard line. They've been held without a first down so far in the ball game, which has just 5:02 to go in the first quarter. You're going to have that spread formation, that shotgun. And this time the keeper by Woods, and he'll break 1 tackle, 2 tackles, and he spun around and he's fumbled the ball. It'll be picked up by Mill River, and he's going to be picked up for a loss as he was dumped by Poultney. That was Bourne on the tackle. Now, make no mistake about it, that was number 42, Bourne. So the big initial hit fumbled the ball was the quarterback, Tyler Wood, and then picked up by his teammate.
Tyler Wood coughed it up, and then Kyle Machia there picked it back up and saved the day.
Yeah, so it was Machia that recovered the ball for Mill River, number 26. So Machia recovered the ball, and Mill River will keep it, but when they're all said and done, they lost a yard on a play, makes it 2nd and 11. And there's some serious hitting being done out on the field right now by Poultney. Sets up for the pass, airs it out, man wide open, and Tominski will drop the ball, and I believe he would have been able to turn up field for the first down. That is the first pass attempt, I believe, of the ball game. But and again, young team, you got to overcome some obstacles, your own mistakes, and right there they had the open man and dropped the ball. Machia comes in with the play number 26 for Mill River, looking at a 3rd and 11. So the ball delivered by Wood, and just for whatever reason not caught. Stops the clock, just a tad over 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. 13-0 the Blue Devils with the lead. This time no ball fake, and he gets it out on that far side, and yeah, right there is what happens. They need blocking on the outside by the receivers, and he'll pick up 4 yards, but they'll force a punt here by Mill River. So Coleman's going to come in, number 2, Sean Coleman. He'll do the punting for Mill River. He's one of the captains along with Tominski. And I think the long snapper on this, I'll have to look, should be Tominski, number 17, I believe. So again, looking for a good snap as Ferguson and Fairbanks. I believe, yeah, they're the two going back. High and short. Oh, it takes a Poultney roll, and they'll have again starting position at the 43-yard line. So they have started at the 42, the 48, and the 43-yard line, their own 40-yard lines, and that is just tremendous position. Short field to work with. Well, the big play on that series was to drop pass. Mill River had an opportunity to move the chains and were unable to execute it. So Mill River coming out on defense, and Poultney has been attacking them on the ground with just powerful blocking and good running, and I can't really see that changing much here. Staples to Fairbanks, who had the game's first touchdown. Look at him keep those legs grinding, and the whole Mill River team taking him down, led by number 72, Aaron Bosch. Yeah, so Bosch getting up, and number 10, Clement out there for Mill River. But again, when everything is settled, the ball marked, they did a nice job picking up almost 6 yards. And a couple big runs in the ball game, one by Fairbanks, one by Bourne for Poultney. And Mill River really needing a defensive stop here this series. They're down 2 scores already And Bourne getting very patient right there, waiting for his blockers to set it up, and you could see him did use his blockers very well, and he'll pick up the first down for Poultney, and they'll be in Mill River territory, and the clock winding down to 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. What can they do defensively for Mill River to make changes? Well, one thing I look at, they're just manpower-wise, physical-wise, size-wise, they're outmatched right now by Poultney, but also they might have to bring. Well, pretty much everybody is in the box right now, so. There's the pitch back. This is going to be Fairbanks looking for the corner and steps inside, a couple tackles, and they're going to blow the whistle. No, it'll be brought down after a very good job of stringing that play out by Mill River. They'll actually throw him for a loss of about a yard, and we're going to call it, well, almost 2 yards for a loss, so we're going to call it 2nd down and 12. So again, nice job by Mill River's linebackers coming up and stringing that play out. Again, the linebacking crew has Clement Tominski and Adi back there. And a secondary, again, Sean Coleman, Tyler Wood, and Andy Imhoff. So on a 2nd and long, Staples. Oh, we got movement in the back. No, he's going to reset. Quarterback keeper, and he is gone. What a great call. He's going to score untouched. Staples with a touchdown. Oh, great call. Just the quarterback keeper. We got flag back. I believe it's going to be against Poultney. There's a flag on the play. Yeah, and they're going to talk. Well, it looked like there was motion by Poultney. They're going to pick it up and wave it off and say no flag. No penalty, no foul. Touchdown, Poultney. Their 3rd touchdown of the first quarter. So after going 2 games without scoring. Yeah, we saw the motion, and then before the snap, then the man came back and got set a full count before the snap of the ball. He was all right. Also a 54-yard touchdown run. And again, 3 big runs now. Yeah, so right now, before the extra point here, by Cathcart, Poultney number 15 Cathcart, it's 19-0. Low snap handled, and no, they're going to have to scramble now. Staples, the hold of the quarterback, looking for the corner. He's trying to tuck it up inside, and I think he got it. I'm looking for an official. They're going to say no. He just missed it by inches, but he had the 54-yard touchdown run, and he's got his team up 19-0 right now. We'll have the Poultney kickoff coming right up. So Loomis getting set to kick off again, and I'll tell you what, they've overcome their offensive woes. They've scored 3 times here in the first quarter. And boy, I just love that quarterback keeper run just right off the snap. It was the set play. Whatever they saw, there was, like I said, they had everybody up in the box. There was basically, once he beat the line of scrimmage, there was nobody in the secondary to even get to him.
Yep. Back at Mill River Union High School here, Lakes Region Radio Sports.
And I'm waiting just for him to set the ball down. They're having a discussion on the sideline with the officials, and not really sure what's going on, but yeah, like I said, I'm not sure what the discussion is, but the last touchdown run was a 54-yard run by the quarterback, Skylar Staples. So they've had Fairbanks score the first touchdown on a good run, long run, and then the last 2 touchdown runs being led by the quarterback, Skylar Staples. And now we'll have Loomis get set to kick off. And again, Poultney has had a lot of things go their way. One thing, Poultney has had great starting field position all 3 of their possessions, and that's going to be taken by an up-back fumble. They're going to pick it up, secure the ball, and now get set to run. And he'll cut up inside and tell you, off a broken play like that, he gives Mill River great field position at the 39-yard line. That was number 10, Andrew Clement, the starting linebacker for Mill River. And we've got a player down for Poultney, and, well, they're going to keep him down, are they? Or they're going to let him try to get up under his own power? Yeah, they're waiting for the coaching staff to come on out. So that's going to be Fairbanks, the starting running back, who is down right now, and hopefully just get the wind knocked down, he'll be okay. I know there's a lot of time left in the ball game. But down 3 scores, 0-2 in the season. Young squad, very important drive right now coming up for big possession for Mill River. Maybe they don't need to score right now, but they at least have to move the ball. And by the way, Fairbanks did get up and walk off the field on his own power, and it looks like he's going to be able to return to the ball game. So Tyler Wood with Clement in the backfield. Clement just fielded that last kickoff, and he'll get the football, and he will get eaten up right there, and might have actually lost some yardage on the play. And they are going to mark him down for a yard loss. Now keep the clock running down to 1 minute now. It's again Tyler Wood, Andrew Clement in the backfield. As you start looking along, they have some of the receivers is Maisha, Kyle Maisha, number 26, and he is on the field right now. He's going to come wide this near side of the field. We're going to have Coleman in the slot, number 2. And the snap handled and kept by the quarterback this time, trying to bring it to the weak side. Wants to cut it up the field, will jump forward and end around the 42 or 43 yard line. So he did pick up some of that yardage. And we have a discussion. Do we have a flag down? Yes, block in the back from Mill River, so we have a penalty called. And I believe that's the first penalty of the ball game as they talk to Bourne, one of the captains out there. That's Stevie Morrow out there with the white hat on today. And this all taking place with 35 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. 19-0 Poultney. And I'd like to welcome the Poultney viewers to Munger Vision, to PEGTV, Channel 15 Sports, along with Mill River viewing community, but also being on the internet at www.pegtv.com. We're viewership everywhere in the world. You come and watch the action. Today's feature is Poultney Mill River. We have some more sports coming to you from Mill River. We'll have soccer, boys and girls soccer action from Mill River, and also more soccer action from Proctor. Now, so you take that penalty and tack it on, and, well, I'm going to call it 2nd and 18, so big hole to come out of right here for Mill River. And he's going to roll, get a little time, throw the ball down the field, and a little bit high for Tominski. Again, he had him in the seam on the coverage and overthrew him. Tominski with a good effort to leave up to get the ball. And they'll bring up a 3rd and long for Mill River. A couple times now they've had Tominski open on the field and haven't been able to capitalize on it. The first time he dropped the pass, this time it was just a tad bit too high for him, but getting a 4th down here with 12 seconds to go on the clock. And it's been a nice job, though, of rolling the quarterback around in the pocket to give him some time to look down the field and make the throws. See, Poultney brings the pressure here on the quarterback as he stands straight in the pocket, and he puts it up in the air down the sideline for Maisha, and just going to be off his hands, out of bounds. Maisha with a good effort, looking back into that sunshine, and went through his hands out of bounds. So there will be a kick coming up, and again, big possession right there. Mill River 4 and out will be kicking the ball away. I didn't mention, but Justin Mackey came in number 21 for Poultney. He replaced the, well, I don't want to say injured, but the player they've shaken up was Fairbanks, and for Poultney, Mackey come in to take a spot. And you see Coleman back in punt formation, looking for a good snap. Needs a good kick here. Poultney's had outstanding field position. And that's one of his better kicks today. In the sun, almost bobbled it, gets it. This is Fairbanks back in the ballgame, cuts it up the middle, spins around, and will be shy of the midfield stripe. He will be at the 47-yard line. And that is the first quarter, as it's all zeros on the clock. And it's going to be 19-0 Poultney, but they'll have the ball in good field position to start the second quarter play. Switch ends of the field now. They're trying to switch fortunes over. They need some defensive stops. Poultney looking for the pass will miss Bourne as they were bringing him across the field, and the pass just a tad bit long. They had ran the ball, I believe, every single play up until that point, and they'll bring up a 2nd and 10. I'm not good at math. I'm not good at English either, but I'm going to lump it up here and say the average field position, starting field position for Poultney on their 4 possessions was the 45-yard line. They have started at the 42, 48, 43, and 47-yard line. So that's a little whipped cream on top of the sundae right there. I mean, they're running the ball effectively also and blocking well, but they're getting good starting field position. And they're going to stop this time in the backfield. Tominski leading the charge. And a whole bunch of other Mill River players, but that's a good push up the field by the defense. And this is what they need, a third and very long now, 3rd and 15 yards line for Poultney, and Mill River looking for their first defensive stop of the ball game. Poultney scoring on their opening 3 possessions as Staples comes out now. Skylar Staples, the quarterback, under center. And boy, everybody packed in tight at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to keep the ball, roll back, have pressure, elude one rusher, and his arm was hit when he threw it, and it's going to be picked off. And he's going to say out of bounds, but he'll force a punt. So Coleman's momentum carried him out of bounds. And Staples' arm was hit right when he threw the ball, but Staples on the pick was out of bounds, and we'll have a punt coming up for Poultney. But that looked like a completely different Mill River squad right there. They were full of energy and push and surge, and they are going to force a punt now. And hopefully they're going looking for a good return here or field position. Nobody back, and there we go. I'm waiting for somebody to drop back as timeout Poultney. So Poultney with the first timeout of the ball game, and that takes place with 11-12 to go in the second quarter of play. 19-0 Poultney. So Crandall in punting formation. First time today for Poultney, number 55 back there. It's high snap, it's handled, and he will get a low line drive or a wobbly kick, and it's going to get a good roll for Poultney. It's going to roll to the 25-yard line, and that's where Mill River will take over at the 25. Well, I'll tell you what, there's step number 1 getting back into the ball game right there for Mill River. They had a good defensive stop that time. They almost came up with an interception. They were able to force the kick, and now they need to kind of settle things down and grind out some first downs here, as this is the first time they've gone this direction on the field. Again, Poultney with 3 scores in that first quarter, the first 3 scores of the season. Each team's suffered a turnover. Poultney going in for a touchdown, fumbled the ball. Mill River recovered at the 1-yard line. Then a few plays after that, Mill River fumbled the ball right back to Poultney, and they did end up scoring. Looking for the throw on first down, and it'll be incomplete. He was looking just to get it out here on his side to Tominski. So they'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Well, they've tried to run the ball with number 10, Clement, and they just really haven't been able to match up blocking assignments right now. So last few possessions, they've thrown the ball a couple more times. They've had Tominski open a few times and just failed to connect for whatever reasons, but that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 with 10:55 to go in the second quarter. And Mill River looking to find a little rhythm on offense here. They got a whole bunch of receivers out there right now. They spread the field, and Clement will get it open, and that's going to be a first down. And yep, Mill River with their first down. A nice, nifty step by Clement. Andrew Clement. He did have the initial hole was there. He got through that, but then it was the nifty moves that got him past the second wave of tacklers, and Mill River pushing the ball out to the. I'm waiting for the ball. Okay, right there, called the 37-yard line. So the Minutemen able to pick up a first down, and excellent job right there. And like I mentioned before, we'll have on Munger Vision some Mill River boys and girls soccer action, and both teams looking pretty good already, early season action. And they're going to pitch it, and it's going to be it's a live ball. It's been kicked forward, and Poultney's going to recover it. Yeah, the pitch was too much of a lead on it for Clement. Oh, wow, they're calling that an incomplete pass because it was pitched forward. So it'll stay Mill River ball on the incomplete pass. Well, the pitch did go forward. He's Steve Morrow right on top of the call. And a break for Mill River, but the pitch was forward like a pass, and it's an incompleted pass is what the ruling is. So big sigh of relief from the Mill River sideline right now. They can really not afford to turn the ball over anytime, but right here, especially with such sweet field position. 2nd down and 10, and Adi with the snap. Again, they're going to move the quarterback away from the pressure. He'll throw down the field and get him. And this time right on the money to Tominski. Good hands by Tominski, and he will be in Poultney territory. Now, Mill River, even though it's the first game I telecast, has been slow starters in their ball games. And against Fairfax, they came on strong in the second half, but so it's taken a little while. But now they've got 2 first downs this drive and a nice completed pass right there. I like the way that they're moving the pocket with the young quarterback back there. First of all, it's keeping him away from the pressure, which is very good, but that pass right on the money to Davinsky. So River with a drive going now. And Clement will get the corner this time, and he'll pick up positive yardage. So Clement brought down by Bourne, number 42, just getting up right there for Poultney, and Clement waiting for the ball to be set. Looks like an 8-yard gain for Mill River, so all of a sudden things start to come alive for that offensive line out there. And it's, again, I never did mention the offensive line. Leo Oddie, number 62, number 67, Ethan Fleck, Nate Halligan, 74, Aaron Bosch, 72, Alex Newton, 77. And I can't see stay sub in and out with Cody Badgley, number 57. I'm not sure if he's out there at the second or not. But the offensive line starting to come off the ball and win those little battles. And Mill River on a 2nd and 2. Look at it off the... Nobody, they're going to keep it. Look at the yardage here by the quarterback, and he will go forward. Tyler Wood deep into Poultney territory. He's going to be inside the 30, call it the 25-yard line. And you know what made that play happen right there? It was just a nice ball fake from Tyler Wood to Clement. I actually thought he had given the ball off. I mean, so did the defense. The defense reacted to the left side following the faked handoff, and that left Wood open to come back to the right side, and that's a good job of ball faking right there by Tyler Wood. So plenty of time left in the second quarter, 9:47 to go. And boy, all of a sudden the Mill River crowd's starting to get into it now also. But again, you got to give a lot of credit to the ball fake, to the offensive line to create the initial hole, but a good ball fake too to sell it by Wood. This time it's just a straight drop, and he's going to wing it out. He's got a man open behind the defense, and he'll throw it over the top of Coleman. So Sean Coleman again was open, and they didn't get him the ball. And again, that's 3-4 chances they've had to move the ball through the air, and those are bookmark moments. See if they come back to get them. They're going to bring in number 89 now for Mill River, and I'm just searching for my roster. Andy Imhoff. So Imhoff coming in now. So Imhoff in there at the receiver position along with Mesha, number 26. Long count, long look around. Coleman with the ball fake, and this time again breaking tackles, spinning forward and holding on to the football. So you can see him trying to strip the ball away from Mr. Wood, and Tyler Wood this time able to hold on to the football. And again, that sets up a 3rd and short. Got to think 2-down territory here also for Mill River, as they've got a 3rd and I'm going to go 2 yards, so 3rd and 2 yards. Then you got to think also if they don't get sacked for a big loss or fumble backwards, whatever, that they don't pick it up here. They're going to go for it on 4th down also. But a nice looking drive here by the Minutemen as they're settling down, getting into the flow of the game. Poultney just came out like a full just blitz when they started the ball game. They're kind of all settling in now and got an offside call. I think they just got the first down on a good hard count by the quarterback. And it will be 1st down now. So, again, give that man right there, number 5, Tyler Wood, a lot of credit as he changed his cadence and went to a hard count and drew the defense off sides. So Imhoff coming in, number 89, bringing the play in for Mill River. So the deepest penetration of the ball game down the field for the Minutemen right now. And I'm going to call it the 14-yard line. The Minutemen shut out one ball game, came up with 26 points in their second effort, and looking for their first points this afternoon. Oh, good pass, good reception, and dives forward. You know, if he held just a little bit short of the 1st down, but again, by rolling the quarterback out, this time to the side the receiver is going to be coming across from. It creates a nice passing lane from the quarterback to the receiver. In this point was Clement. So Clement with a reception and another completion for Wood. So Wood's starting to get comfortable throwing the ball now as he's starting to complete the passes at a much more consistent ratio. Yeah, I'll show you you see the yard marker. I'm going to go 2.5 on that. So Mill River, again, got a nice march going here. This came after a good defensive series, so that defense igniting the offense here for Mill River. Yeah, and it's going to be the quarterback keeper turn the corner. I think he got it. Touchdown, Mill River. And that's a good job by Tyler Wood. Again, the ball fake froze the defense as they had to wait and make sure that he hadn't handed off the football. And then I didn't realize how quick he was. You look at that. He's so fast, he ran out of his shoe. So Tyler Wood will score Mill River's first touchdown. And tell you what, he got that corner in a nice long dive. Got him in there. So we get set for the PAT. And it's Coleman, number 2. Okay, so I got set. So Coleman's going to do the kicking. Holland's going to do the holding. The snap. Gets back there, and no low line drive block kick, and it'll stay 19-6 now. But the Minutemen, I think the snap threw him off. By the time they got the snap down, he had already started forward, and we'll have a 19-6 score. Poultney would lead, and Mill River to kick the ball off. The captain's Tim Tominski getting set to put the ball on the tee and kick the ball off, as he will get the first opportunity to kick off after a Mill River score. So Poultney, who dominated the first quarter of play, was held defensively here in the second quarter. That's a good kickoff. That's going to be picked up at the 15-yard line, and a center return is going to be good yardage. Again, they're going to be at the 39, so they've had decent field position after every kick, whether it's a punt or a kickoff. But they'll bring out Skylar Staples again at the quarterback position. His running backs have been John Fairbanks, number 22, Richard Ferguson, 30, and Nate Bourne, number 42. Offensive lines, Parks, Martell, Crandall, Williams, Thornton. Tight end's Ben Olson. And the guy doing the kicks on all those extra points is Sam Cathcart for Poultney. So, again, Mill River, see if they can keep that momentum going here in the second quarter. First back through, has got a huge hole, and it's going to be cut to the outside, and Wood trying to catch him from behind. And he's going to be down at the 20-yard line, inside the 20-yard line. That's Fairbanks, remember, who left the ball game for a few moments after an injury. He had the game's first touchdown also, but just a good job of initial contact at the line of blocking, and that opened it up for him. And then you can see how quick he was, and he got Poultney right in great position right now. And they're going to bring it down at the 19-yard line, or approximately the 19-yard line. Well, that's a first down play right there, too. So a 43-yard run. And again, they've had 4 yards over 30 yards or more. And this is going to be Bourne going forward and moving the pile back. That's just pure strength right there. It's bull running, and he's going to be just a yard or 2 short of the first down, as he did that pretty much just on pure muscle. Just waiting for him to set the ball down, and I'm going to call it second and a long yard, as they bring it over right on the 10-yard line, so they can pick up a first down here, and obviously not score. They can pick up a first down and have 4 downs inside the 10. So Staples and Poultney trying to answer Mill River score, and they're going to do it, and they've done it. Fairbanks in, huge hole, and he will get in there, and just like that, Poultney went back to the ground attack. That was so successful in that first quarter for him. Because when they got stopped defensively in the series prior to this, they almost threw an interception, and they got an incomplete pass, and this time they went right back to what worked for them early, as Cathcart in to try the extra point, as it goes 25-6 right now, Poultney. And so I'll try to get it out the window here and get the shot for you. And that's not going to make it. It's going to be short, and it'll stay 25-6. Poultney with the lead over Mill River. Mr. Loomis back out there. He's set the calf yet again. So Christian Loomis, with that brilliant sun on his back, will get a low squibbing kick down, and bobbled, picked up, and Clement breaking a tackle and going forward and being dropped at the 40-yard line. So again, Mill River, last few times they've been kicked to, they've gotten good field position, but they need to respond, as they had a little momentum after their initial score, but then Poultney coming right back.
1st and 10 coming up for Mill River now at their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, so they'll spot the ball close enough to me to call it the 40-yard line. So Poultney back on the defense. As we near the 7 minutes to play mark. In the second quarter, we'll look right down the line of scrimmage. As there's, the kicking tee still on the field, and the officials stopped the game for that. They caught it. Good eye by the officials. Okay, so we're set to go and get the snap off here. And that's going to be handed off, and that time they're going to snuff it out and bring them down. That's number 76 out there with the tackle. That's going to be David Bynum. So Bynum for Poultney on the tackle. As he had good penetration in the backfield, lost a yard on the play, brings up a 2nd and 11 for Mill River. Yeah, 19 points in the first quarter really set the tone for Poultney. They've got to be over 200 yards in rushing the ball. We're awful close to it right now. But Mill River, if they want to stay in the ball game right here, they need to move the chains on this drive and not give the ball right back to that Poultney offense. Wood, pump fakes once, throws down and got it. Beautiful pass. They're at the 45-yard line of Poultney, and that's going to be Coleman with the catch. But again, Tyler Wood, the young quarterback, the junior, able to he's starting to find his rhythm. He's starting to feel confident throwing the ball. He's being patient. He's getting good time to throw the ball, A, by his line blocking for him, but by moving him around like that, too, you're making it harder for the defense to track him down. So they'll have a first down in Poultney territory as Imhoff coming in now, number 89. Oh, I bet Mill River would like to take away the first 7 minutes of the ball game, because Poultney just overwhelmed them running the ball. And they're going to hand the ball off. Nice job by Clement to make an adjustment, step up inside the hole, and going to be close to another first down. And we're probably looking at about a yard and a half as Clement, number 10, Andrew Clement, again, good job of being patient, letting his blocker set up, and then making his second wave of tacklers miss him. And again, this is a very good, well, I'm going to call it 2nd down and 2 yards to go. So I was early on the spot, so see what play they want to come up with here. They've ran out of that shotgun formation, but they have given you some different looks. They'll bring the 3 wideouts to this near side of the field. And this time Wood's going to keep it. He's going to tiptoe around one defender, go forward, and I'm looking. I think with the spy, I think he's going to have it. Looking at where the official's spying the ball, I think he's got the first down. And he will. Yeah, it's official now. So Wood effective as a triple threat out there. He has thrown the ball extremely well since midway through the first quarter, and he's picked his spots to run very effectively. Like right there, he got the job done. He had just enough yardage to get the job done. So Tyler Wood will get Mill River the first down. Again, like I said, he's a junior. He's listed at 5'9", 165 pounds. And so the Minutemen with 2 first downs on this drive. And the clock down to 4:28. 25-6. Poultney with the lead. Again, good protection. A knockdown at the line of scrimmage, and I think by his reaction it was number 69, Wayne Thornton. Wayne Thornton, just again, if you can't get the quarterback, what they teach and defensively, if you can't get to the quarterback, get those arms up, start jumping around in front of him, trying to take away that passing lane. That's just what Thornton did right there. And that was that's actually a bigger play than you can imagine right now. They had a man open on that, and that'll make it 2nd down and 10. With that pass knocked down. That's what Tyler Wood going back to work now with Andrew Clement staying to his left side. Wides and slots on both sides, and Wood will break the initial tackle, and he's got some room to go to the outside. Stiff arms one tackler, gets going forward even more, and will be driven out of bounds, and that's just tough running by the young quarterback right there. Again, Wood broke one tackle and then used his arm to stiff arm another defender, and that gained him another 5 to 6 yards off the play. I'm looking, if they're looking at, is it a first down? They're going to bring the chains over. I believe we're going to have the officials timeout. Again, I can't see. Yeah, they're going to bring the chains out, and close enough for a measurement. And that's what we'll have, a measurement coming up. After the measurement did get the first down, and that's their third first down of this drive, and they really need to respond. And Poultney's latest score, they're down 25-6 as we're nearing the 4-minute play mark in the second quarter of play. And picking his spot, and Clement's done that very well. Both Clement and Wood for Mill River have let their blockers set up their blocks. They've read off the blocks and picked their holes and done a nice, cautious job of running the ball. That was a decent pickup right there. He picked up 6 yards on that, Clement did, or was that Coleman? But again, that's a nice pickup on first down, bring up a 2nd and 4. And again, feels like falls. We're nearing the first day of fall. And tell you what, again, he got around the first defender, tries to turn to the inside, breaks another tackle, goes forward, and that's Clement being brought down by number 55, Crandall. Crandall on the tackle, but not before. Well, is he going to be just shy? I'm waiting to see where they spot it because I thought he had the first down, but they are saying 3rd and very, very short. 3rd and about a foot. So again, you got to be thinking if they don't pick it up here, they're in 2-down territory. We're at 3 minutes even. And again, Mill River in the second quarter has put together a couple of real nice drives. Problem with that is Poultney's put together real nice drives in the first quarter and going forward. I think he bounced it forward. I think he got it. He was initially stopped by Bynum, but then he was able to bounce forward, and I think it's Crandall getting up slow. No, it's Thornton, number 69. So Wayne Thornton coming off under his own power. And no, they say he did not get it. It's 4th down and less than a foot. Well, tell you what, huge play going in at half. Could be momentum for Mill River if they can pick this up and go to score. But also huge momentum for Poultney if they stop them here and take over on down. So 4th and inches. And I tell you what, it's a great play. And he got stopped, but he got it. Yeah, tell you what, I think his forward momentum carried him. Again, he broke the initial tackle, and that was enough momentum. There's the indication from Stevie Morrow. First down, Mill River. They made it closer than I thought they were going to make it originally, but Tyler Wood doing a nice job. As we're down to 1:50 to go now. Mill River, I believe, has all their timeouts left. Poultney has used 1. As we're in North Clarendon, Vermont, USA, on Munger Vision, PEGTV Channel 15 Sports. Poultney and Mill River, today's feature presentation. They're going to throw in the corner and tipped away at the last second by the defender on that side. No, I didn't pick up the number, but they're going to say Ferguson's what they just said, knocked the ball away. So a good defensive play, and look at, again, I like the route they're in, plenty of protection, and with 1:23 to go, that will stop the clock. Well, even if they didn't score here, Mill River, they did an effective job of taking a lot of time off the clock and keeping the ball out of Poultney's hands to end this half. They're going to bring 3 wideouts on the far side of the field. Oh yeah, and they've sent 2 men through and spinning around, going forward, and now brought down as he got to the 10 with his forward momentum, and that's where they're going to spot it at the 10. Now bring up a 3rd down for Mill River, and we're going to have a Mill River timeout with 1 minute, 7 seconds to go. Mill River taking a timeout as we're looking at a 3rd and 6. 3rd down here is Mill River. Wood with a good performance here in his first half. And caught and touchdown! He got it down to number 17, Tim Tominski. And Tominski with the grab, and boy, what a perfect throw. Tominski and Wood starting to click now here in the second quarter. And that was a big momentum-building score right there with 61 seconds to go in the half. 25-12 puts Mill River right back in the hunt here in the ball game as Mesha going to be the holder. And Coleman getting set for the extra point attempt here. And you can see the formation. Remember, they missed their other point after attempt. Much better snap, up and got it. So it's going to be 25-13. We'll be back with the Mill River kickoff after that impressive drive by the Minutemen. And they have lined up for an onside kick, Mill River has. Wow. If they're going to do it, this is if they kick an onside kick, that's a pretty gutsy call. And they have gone for it. And tell you what, it bounced hard off the turf just like they wanted to. It'll be fielded cleanly at the right at midfield at the 50-yard line, picked up by Scott Parks. I'll tell you what, Scott Parks is a lineman. Great hands right there for him. Well, that's an interesting call. Just got back in the ballgame at 25-13. Poultney has effectively ran the ball any spot on the field where they've started, and they've got a short field to work with now, and 2 timeouts left and 59 seconds to go. So very much in reality here, Poultney could come down and get another score. See what they want to do as Staples coming out under center. And like that, Fairbanks busted forward and falls forward to a first down. That'll stop the clock as they'll move the chains. I don't see a flag. No, first down, and the ball just over the 40-yard line. The clock at 53 seconds to go, and Poultney able to get that. Yeah, they got into like a short version of the hurry-up offense, and there's a big hit, and that's going to force Poultney to take a timeout. Yeah, and there it is. Poultney calling for their second timeout of this first half as they were stopped for no gain on a good charge by Mill River. So Poultney with 1 timeout left here in the first half. Straight drop this time. He's looking down the field. He's letting it fly and got a man open. What a great catch at the 14-yard line. Ferguson just laid out, made the grab. That's going to stop the clock. They'll move the chains forward. They have plenty of time, 33 seconds to go and a timeout left. And boy, is that onside kick looming larger now in this whole scheme of things. I tell you, he threw that into a pretty stiff wind, Skylar Staples did. And a big stop right there. As the clock down to 20 seconds, and that's going to be what I believe unofficially that's their last timeout, but they were stopped for no gain that time by Mill River. That's 16 seconds to go. Ball just inside the 15-yard line. Poultney looking to get a score here late in the first half of play as they had 19 points in the first quarter, have a touchdown here in this second quarter. If they recovered an onside kick, got time for 2 plays. He'll throw down the middle and wow, threw it into a crowd of red jerseys. Ball pops free, broken up. Good play by the defense, and again they'll leave time on the clock with 10 seconds to go for another play. Yeah, Fairbanks was the target of the pass, him off with the knockdown defensively of the ball. So yeah, Mill River, I don't know, I like the onside kick call because I'm kind of a wild guy, but I don't think it was, they're making it harder on themselves by having done this, but we'll see what happens, see if it pays off for Poultney or if Mill River will dodge a bullet here by not recovering that onside kick or even attempting it. A lot of people coming up, and he'll break containment, and he's coming in, and going to be brought down just shy of the goal line, and there's no time left on the clock, and that's how the first half is going to end on a wild play. You almost got in to score, but it's going to be 25-13. Poultney would lead at the half on Munger Vision, PEGTV Channel 15 Sports over Mill River. So Christian Loomis getting set to kick off here. So Mill River will get the ball back here to start off the second half of play, third quarter of play. Poultney outscoring Mill River 19-0 in the first quarter. Mill River outscoring Poultney 13-6 in the second quarter. And actually, I think this is going to be a pretty dynamite second half of football. A short kick taken by the up back and finding some room to slide forward near the 45-yard line. So again, a nice spot on the field position-wise to start off this drive. And it looks like number 35 getting up. I believe he had the football, and that's Ken Abbott. So Abbott, the short back, the up back, able to pick the ball up and return it to almost the 45-yard line. Mill River led by Tyler Wood, the quarterback out there, number 5. I tell you, Mill River, the first 4 offensive possessions had no first downs. Ended up that first half with 8 first downs. So, I mean, they actually really, they did a nice job of just not panicking. They fell behind 19 points. They were able to work on the ground game, get the passing game going toward the middle of the second quarter. And I like the way they moved the pocket because the quarterback at only 5'9", you get him moving around, you can see downfield better to complete passes. And it keeps the defense from just coming in and collapsing the pocket on them. Yeah, the ball popped free, but the whistle had blown. Wood was down, and he picked up almost 5 yards on the play. They'll bring up a second down and call it 5 for Mill River. Both teams coming in with 0-2 records. Both teams suffering very lopsided defeats and then very close games. So, like I said, they really mirrored each other a lot. The only big thing was Poultney came in here and really set the tone in that first quarter by running the ball pretty much at will. And that's something that's interesting to see what Mill River does for an adjustment here in the second half to try to stop the Poultney run. Mill River ending up with 91 yards of rushing yards in the first half of play, and Poultney was at, I wanted roughly approximately 234 yards of rushing. So right there is quite a telling tale. I'll bring up a third down and call it 5. So it is a big play, yes, but again, they had a lot of times where you thought they didn't make the play in the first half that the game was over, but they very resilient group Mill River was. The onside kick with 61 seconds left to go in a half, I don't know, they got away with it, but was it in their best interest? I don't know. It sure made the game interesting. Open and first down, breaking a tackle and going forward to the 34-yard line. The catch out there by number 2, Sean Coleman. So Sean Coleman will make the grab. And again, they've been able to move the chains by mixing balance-wise. Mill River had a much more balanced offensive attack than Poultney. They were able to, I don't know the exact ratio, but they threw the ball a lot more than Mill River, but threw the ball a lot more than Poultney did, but Mill River now in Poultney territory with 4 new downs to work with. Tyler Wood, junior quarterback, 5'9", 165 pounds, will go out to the, very effective Andrew Clement. He ran the ball. He was the featured running back in that first half by Mill River, and he was able to gut out 4 yards on that carry. So, again, if you do the math, you pick up 4 or 5 yards of pop, you're going to move the chains and keep the ball. Again, that's the first down play. Coming in now is Kyle Mache. No, I want to do that again because I did that completely wrong. Mesha. I should know that by now. Kyle Mesha. I apologize for that. So Mesha, 26, comes into the ballgame at a wide receiver's position. Double wideouts on both sides, and Clement in the backfield with Wood. Coleman in motion, and he's going to get the ball. Fake, and he's got the ball. Great handoff, and he's going to be forward. First down, Mill River. And again, one thing I don't think it's overlooked, but it's underappreciated by a quarterback at the high school level, is his ability to, the quarterback ability to ball fake like that. I mean, he's had a couple keepers that you swear he handed the ball off, and he's had a couple handoffs you swear he kept it. I mean, that's really pretty nifty ball handling by the quarterback, Tyler Wood, number 5. So another first down here. So that after getting the kickoff to start the second half of play, Mill River with 2 first downs in this series. 25-13 Poultney, 9:40 on the clock. Third quarter action. Munger Vision from North Barron, Vermont, USA. Well, again, the defense bought the first fake, and look at him break tackles. The tackle was high. I thought it might have been a face mask. No, but they have it around the top of the shoulder pads, and Wood at 165 pounds, deceptively strong, able to pull away and go forward, and a good gain on first down. Going to have him at second down and 8 yards now. So again, you take away that 19-0 first quarter, and Mill River has really settled into a nice flow of the game here. Got a lot of stuff coming up for you in the Rutland area. The first Saturday in November, the United Ways fundraiser, the talent show, the really big show is on at the Paramount Theater. Get your tickets early, get there and watch it. You can watch it on Channel 15 for the rest of the month of November. But Sam Grusso, the MC, he's going to keep it. He tucks the ball in and he's going to spin forward and he's going to fumble out of bounds. He's going to be inside the 15-yard line. Now I'm trying to see the exact spot because he was spinning around pretty good, and will he have the first down? I'll tell you where they've marked the ball. He sure looks like he's got the first down. No. I can't. There's the officials. I knew I couldn't find them. As we're looking across the field, and will they call for a measurement? Yeah, Steve Mario's going to measure for the first down. Of a football, it was a first down. So Mill River, again, third first down of this series, and again, they moved the ball effectively from the second quarter on. In that first quarter, they were just shaky, but getting in their time-consuming drives Mill River has, which keeps the ball out of Poultney's hands. Clement's got some daylight up the middle. Boy, he's holding that ball like a loaf of bread, and is there a fumble? There is a fumble. Mill River saying they got it, Poultney saying they got it, and a costly fumble, the second fumble of the ball game for Mill River, and it will cost him possession on a drive. And again, he was just holding the ball out there like a loaf of bread, and somebody stripped it of him, and so that drive will come to an end. Poultney will cover it. I'm just trying to find a yard marker inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. So now, I think one of the bigger questions had to be answered for Mill River is how do you stop the Poultney running game? Mill River went in at halftime knowing that Mill River could move the ball offensively, as you just witnessed. But can they stop the ground game? Well, right there's a good start as they'll stop that. They'll stuff it at the, that's Fairbanks stuffed at the line of scrimmage. They will give him a half a yard on the pickup. Fairbanks, remember, scored the game's first touchdown. Put Poultney up 6-0, then with the PAT, it was 7-0. Then the next two touchdowns, both on runs, were scored by the quarterback, Skylar Staples. And then it was the fourth touchdown of the first half was Nate Bourne for Proctor, or for Poultney. Proctor, right, the wrong sport. Quarterback keeper, and he'll bust free for 5-6 yards, and he'll be stopped short of the first down, but I like that call. It was a quick count, too. Bang, got it going right off the bat. As Justin Davenport, senior, was in on that play at tight end. It's going to make a 3rd and short, 3rd and 2, and boy, this would be big for Poultney to pick up a first down here and dig themselves out of this field position. They did a nice job of creating a fumble and recovering it by Mill River, and now Poultney. Going to give the ball back, and they'll have the first down, and Moore's Bourne bust to the outside. Him off back, and I'm going to bring him down at the 40-yard line. Big play on short yardage. Mill River had everybody in the box on the line, and Bourne able to, boy, they switched some field position there. They went from deep in Mill River to the hole all the way out to the Mill River 40-yard line. So another big run for Poultney. That's the 5th big run of the ball game for Bourne. Puts them near the 300-yard mark as a team. I think that's coming around 275 rushing today. And boy, does that change the complexion of the game. Mill River came out, got the opening kickoff, drove the ball down deep in Poultney territory, and then fumbled the ball away. And here comes Poultney busting it up. Fairbanks will cut up the middle, and he's going to go to pay dirt. Touchdown! Oh, and just like a wink of an eye, does it change the whole tone here in the second quarter. As Fairbanks will get his second long touchdown run of the game. 8:34 left in the third quarter. Oh my God, yeah, we're going from could potentially being a 25-20 game to right now it's 31-13. So, turnovers will get you every time. Actually, I want to correct myself. That's the third touchdown for Fairbanks. Cathcart up, and Cathcart, no good. You'll miss that one, but I'll say 31-13 Poultney on the third touchdown run of the ball game by Fairbanks. So Loomis, yet again, getting set to kick off. Oh, yeah. Put that down as a bookmark moment in the ball game. That fumble recovery thwarted a scoring attempt by Mill River, and then Poultney able to turn it right into a touchdown the other way. Here comes Coleman looking for a crease to slide up through. He's got a lot of speed. He'll spin to the inside, and he'll be at the 35, 36-yard line. I tell you what, both teams have averaged good starting field position in this contest, but I don't know. It really hasn't played into the, hasn't seemed to be as relevant a stat as you would think it would be, especially with Poultney able to, Poultney just started from the 9-yard line on that last drive after they recovered the fumble, and I think it was the 14-yard line, excuse me, but went down the length of the field in a wink of an eye. Mill River, they've been resilient the last 2 ball games, but resiliency can only go so far. They need to score this drive as they're down by 18 points right now. And Tyler Wood's going to roll out left side, and he's keeping it all the way. He didn't look to pass all. He tucked it in, and he'll pick up some decent yardage. Yeah, the turnovers have been big for Mill River in a negative way. Remember, Poultney fumbled at the 1-yard line going in for a touchdown. Mill River recovered it, and then Mill River, I think it was 3 plays later, fumbled the ball right back to Poultney. So inside the 5-yard line, Poultney able to capitalize on a touchdown run by the quarterback. And then that big turnover we just saw now by Mill River as they were driving for a touchdown and fumbled the ball away. So 2nd and 5 for Mill River. Young squad, Mill River is. But from that first game of the season to now, though, they've improved immensely. I can see they've been a real tough team to play for other teams in this in division and non-division. But he'll make it a 3rd and call it 2. Ball at the 45-yard line. As they bring in Mesha, number 26. Mesha coming in with the play. But boy, if you like offensive football, you've seen it today. Again, in case you've just joined us, it's been a good ball game. The power running game of Poultney against the spread offense of Mill River. Right now it's Poultney by 18 points. First down, and Tyler Wood a lot more as he will be in Poultney territory. Again, Tyler Wood, from the midway point of that first quarter on, he's made good decisions with the ball. When he's been in a position like that, he's made good decisions, seen the field, and shown you his athletic ability. But again, down to 4:42 to go in the 3rd quarter, down 18. They need a score here. So the first 2 possessions of the second half for Mill River, they had moved down the field. So they got to stop being their own worst enemies. So the Minutemen coming up to the line of scrimmage. Again, they got the 3 wideouts on this near side of the field this time. And snap, good, handed off, and it's going to be kept. And Clement driving forward and stopping at the 35-yard line, and they're going to say he's going to bring him up I'll say like 6 yards to go before the first down. I'm sorry, a 2nd down and 6 to come up here. Mill River, after pretty much being stymied in that first quarter offensively, got that spread offense moving now. Both teams 0-2. That'll change here today for somebody. He fakes the pass out into the flats, and that really was well defended. I thought it was a pretty neatly designed play offensively, and Woods sold it. But Poultney, very disciplined, stayed there, and they made the tackle for basically no gain. See Bourne, 42, looking to get the defensive call from the sideline. Dave Catman, the coach for Poultney. Art Peterson, the head coach for Mill River. See it again, big third down play for Mill River. They roll the quarterback out. He's going down the field. The ball hung up. He had a man wide open and intercepted by Poultney. That's the quarterback, Staples. He'll make the interception. And he's got a good run back. He's got a real good run back going as he's still on his feet. And he will be brought down near the 35-yard line. Yeah, Mesha was the intended target. He had beaten his defender, but the ball just hung up and took too long to get down there. The quarterback, Wood, got up from the play. He took a pretty good licking afterwards on the tackle. You see him limping it off right there. But yeah, another turnover, and Poultney in business.
They turned it over several times here to Poultney this afternoon, and Kyle Mesha returned the receiver. And Staples will return it back to the 34-yard line, so that will end the Minuteman drive.
Yeah, and it does end up at the 34-yard line. That's where Staples is going to come on. He's done a good job, Skylar Staples has. At the quarterback spot for Poultney. The running game's been devastating, though. Good blocking up front. And then there's quick backs that pick the hole. See that delay handoff as he just counterstepped? Again, he'll pick up 5 yards at the completion of the play, bringing up a 2nd and 5. That was Bourne 42 at the run. That was just a little delay counterstep play. That defense from River, they've been out there a long time today. Again, on that defensive line, they have Ross Lowell, Aaron Bosch, Nate Halligan, Alex Newton, Andrew Clement, Tim Tominski, and Leo Audi are the linebacking core, and then Coleman, Wood, and Imhoff are the secondary. Oh, he's going up the middle, and Staples at the running back positions. They snuck that in. I mean, they had the quarterback as Shepherdson. Chris Shepherdson was in at the quarterback position, handed it off to Woodard. Yeah, Mill River just caught off guard with that switch of quarterbacks and quarterback's position, but another big run and a first down for Poultney as they're driving for another score. As Davenport in at one wide receiver's position for Poultney, but again, this running game well over 300 yards now. As Shepherdson stays in at quarterback and throws, and did he catch it? I think they look for Staples, and they say, I'm waiting for somebody to say he caught it. No. I want to reverse myself. No, they didn't. Did they or did they not call that a catch? No, they're calling an incomplete pass, and he's going to bring it back to the original line of scrimmage. He almost came up with a great catch. So 2nd and 10. As the target again was the starting quarterback, Staples. As Shepherdson's got in at quarterback, now Shepherdson has. Now they're looking to cut it up inside with Fairbanks. He'll bring it back against the grain, roll forward after he got hit. And a couple flags coming in late as Tominski made the tackle. And I'm looking for Steve there. If I find Steve, I'll find the call. So flags came in at the tail end of that play. Block in the bag, they'll bring it back. That was near first down, and he might have actually had the first down. So not a lot of penalties today. Seriously, not a lot of penalties today. Turnovers are starting to mount up, but not penalties. And with a minute 34 to go in the third quarter, it's 31-13 Poultney, but they're moving the ball again after taking over on an interception. And they're going to march it back, and 35-yard line. Hard to see the yard marker. It's right in front of the Mill River players area, so it's at the 35-yard line. Brings up a 3rd and 7. Or 2nd down and 7 as they bring it back. Yeah, so Davenport back in there, number 86. Justin Davenport. And I just saw a Corey Davenport playing goalie in soccer for Poultney. Did an excellent job. And I just can't, well, let me get this play here. Shepherdson, looking for Davenport, and he'll just miss connection there. He'll be over the head of Davenport. The Proctor All-Star Tournament for 6th, 7th graders, there was a Davenport, I just can't remember, Brandon Davenport. He pitched the final game of that tournament, and again, he's from Poultney area. Pretty athletic family, the Davenports and the Shepherdsons. So 3rd down and 7 as Shepherdson stays under center. Short drop, pump fakes, jump pass, and got him! Put it right in the hands. Beautiful pass and catch combination as Benjamin Corey will make his first catch of the ball game. I'll tell you what, that was a nice old-fashioned jump pass by Shepherdson. And so Shepherdson now in there at quarterback doing an effective job. Chris Shepherdson. We're down to 1:07 to go. 3rd quarter action. Poultney in control, 31-13, and on the move right now. Handoff up the gut, and Staples is going to break 2 tackles, and he's going to have it. Touchdown, Staples, as that last attempt by Wood was late, and it'll be a Poultney score. And we've seen Staples on defense. We've seen him at quarterback, and he has been big in the running back position now, and that time he'll make the grab and make the touchdown. So Staples, taking a handoff going in. And what a versatile player Staples has been. You've got the running of Bourne and Fairbanks, and then Staples, you add him into the mix. You've got a pretty lethal-looking Poultney team out there. Ferguson will kick the PAT this time. You see number 30 in there. Good snap, and got it as he nursed it up and over the crossbar. That should make it 38-13 Poultney. And Loomis back to kick again. Christian Loomis has been a busy man here. As it was 25-13. Poultney would lead at the half. They've outscored Mill River 13-0 here in the 3rd quarter. But Mill River has moved the ball effectively. They've just turned the ball over with a fumble and an interception. And that was Clement that took the ball this time, and Clement looking at the 40, 35, 36-yard line unofficially. I'll place it. So as their clock going to wind down to 44 seconds. So again, it was a 19-0 first quarter that got Poultney off to a quick start. So they're looking for their first win. Mill River came back with a 13-6 second quarter, got to lead 25-13. But the 3rd quarter has seen Poultney capitalize on Mill River turnovers as Tyler Wood, the quarterback, sets his feet, throws it strong down the middle, and just off from the fingertips of his receiver. It was Coleman, number 2. I'm just wondering if that's Ryan Coleman's younger brother. Ryan Coleman was quite a receiver for Mill River here a few years ago. He had tremendous speed, but getting that ball well thrown just off the fingertips of Coleman, the receiver. The clock stopped with 37 seconds to go. Again, Tyler Wood has just gotten better and better and better as the game has gone along. Only a junior. Again, he's going to roll away from the pressure as they're tracking him down from behind. He'll turn the corner and get hit. Going out of bounds. I'm seeing who did the big hit. 50. Crandall with the big hit, the legal hit on him. But again, you can see the quarterback Wood pop right back up, go to his coach, get the play call. Yeah, like I said, 165 pounds, 5'9". He's ran the ball well, he's thrown the ball well, and he's taken some big hits, and he's a tough individual. Oh yeah, both offensive lines, Poultney's and Mill River's offensive lines, I thought have done a good job. As there is a timeout called by Mill River with 31 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, 38-13 Poultney. Timeout taken in the 2nd half by either side. And again, just to keep the chains moving, keep possession of the ball, keep it on Poultney's hands. This is a big down for Mill River. He's thrown across his body, and he went down, and I think he made the catch. He did make the catch. It's Tominski. That'll be a first down on a good effort by Tominski to go down low and make the sliding catch. Again, Tominski, one of the co-captains on his team. And again, that moves the chains and brings it down to 19 seconds to go. No lead is insurmountable, but if they're going to try to make the comeback, they need Actually, 38-13 as we head into the fourth quarter. They need scores now. I don't think they're going to get the playoff as we're down to 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4. They're trying to get the playoff to get an extra play-in. There it is. No, that's the end of the quarter. It was a big one for Poultney. They capitalized on 2 Mill River turnovers, and it's going to be 38-13. Poultney would lead as we go into the fourth quarter of play on Munger Vision. And there it is, PEGTV, your home of Munger Vision. You go to PEGTV.com, click video on demand. You can watch all the local sports action right there on the internet at your convenience. We are worldwide, as well as the good old-fashioned Channel 15 on the television set. 1st and 10, first play of the fourth quarter. Well, Wood's got pressure. He flushed out of the pocket. He'll break forward and roll towards the first down. He'll be short by a couple yards. But again, tough player Wood is. Tyler Wood, a junior. Going to have some bruises and some hickeys on him after this game, but he's played a very well, good, very good ball game. He has got good stats. It's fumbles and the interceptions that have thwarted Mill River from being closer in score in this ball game. Poultney, tell you, I look at this Poultney squad, and they are the returning, defending champions from last year in Division III. But I got to tell you, I'm impressed when I see they've had good offensive line play, good-looking quarterback in Staples and Shepherdson. Their running game has been lethal. It's Wood. He'll fake it and be held this time. He tried to break the grasp with Seth Conway and couldn't do it, so Conway will bring him down at the 45-yard line. Yeah, Wood's been very elusive with that first tackler. This time Conway wrapped him up, brought him down. Mill River with some warm-up action down there, and Jared Rao warming up on the sideline along with Jacob Holland. So I wonder if we're going to see a different quarterback for Mill River in Holland the next series. Right now it's Tyler Wood and company out there for Mill River. Wood wearing number 5 in red, white, and blue. He finds an opening to throw to, and off Tominski's hands. And it was a catchable ball, and it went off his hands out of bounds. And on a 4th down play, will they go for it? And so, yeah, they're going to have a 4th down. They're going to have Coleman come in and do the punting. There he is back there. And what appears to be a punt. Good snap. He'll step into it, hang it up, and that's going to be, I don't know if he touched or not. They're going to pick it up, and did he touch it? No, I tell you, I wish I had replay, because that was, if he missed it, it had to be at the fingernails. But I tell you, he didn't react like he touched the ball, but it's going to pin Poultney back in deep territory. And they're going to talk it over. I don't believe they're going to be able to reverse this, that he touched it or not, but that ball will be at the 9-yard line. So it's just the way Fairbanks didn't react to the ball once they bounced past him. So I'm assuming that it was close, but he didn't touch it. It doesn't matter really, because it's Poultney's ball, 1st down at the 9-yard line. They're up by a score of 38-13, just a tad under 10 minutes to go in the ball game. And Staples coming out, Skylar Staples, back at the quarterback position. We've seen him all over the field today now, and he's going to give the ball. Look at the handoff to the first back through, and he's just running, and rambles out. Flag, going to be a face mask, so that's going to be a dead ball, and that'll be tacked on to either the play, the yardage, but it's going to be a face mask call. And that's going to put him near the midfield stripe. Yes, it doesn't matter if it's the 5 or 15-yard variety. I got to believe that was a 15-yarder. A personal foul face mask, and Steve. Yeah, that's the personal foul. That should be the 15 yards. So it's going to be 15 yards at the end of the run, which should put him in Mill River territory. Or I'm trying to do math, 5, 10, 15, just short of the 50-yard line. We'll watch him march it off. It'll be more accurate to watch him than I'm trying to use my Rutland High School diploma here. Okay, so he's going to be at the 47-yard line, so they are not Mill River territory, but they're near midfield. Yeah, Bourne way over 100 yards today. Staples over 100 yards today. Fairbanks over 100 yards today. As a team, they've got to be close to 400 yards rushing. For all the bright spots for Mill River today, and there were a lot of them, they have to work on that run defense. That is for sure. Poultney's offensive line has done a whale of a job today, though, so you got to give them a lot of credit. That's going to be pitched outside, and Halligan will get him. And Halligan will get some help. He's going to have help from Travis DePhillips. So DePhillips in there on the tackle. In line with Halligan. Of course, Nate Halligan, you remember, as being a starter on the varsity basketball team. So, yeah, call that. I'm going to call it 2nd and 10. He picked up a few inches on it, but not enough to really make a difference right now. And we're down to, looks like, well, the clock's all sunshine. It's being Poultney on another march, and boom, down he goes. Brought down with authority by Aaron Bosch. Bosch, 72, finished that off. And again, I can't tell if that's 8:31 or 6:31 the way the sunshine reflects off the clock.
All right, we have a 3rd down coming up.
But again, a 13-0 third quarter for Poultney kind of diminished the hopes for Mill River here, as it's 38-13. It was 25-13 at the half. Mill River, again, has moved the ball in the second half. They just had a fumble and an interception in their drives. There's the long pass, completed and brought down near the 20-yard line. A perfect pass. That's going to be the longest completion of this ball game for Poultney, as that's Benjamin Corey with his second catch. And it's at the 25-yard line. Okay. So they'll start the clock as it goes down to 7:58. So that was 8 minutes in the game. So 7:58 to go. And again, Poultney doing it through the air, doing it on the ground, doing it defensively with the turnovers. They're going to try to sweep it wide here to Ferguson, and big collision, and 35 there for Mill River. Just stuck his nose there is Ken Abbott, but he didn't initiate the big pop. That was a tough 3 yards right there he picked up. And Gondella in on the tackle also. He was number 42. So again, a lot more sports coming up on Munger Vision. I have, go back over to Proctor. Got some good soccer action happening from there, both men's and women's soccer. Then the Mill River home schedule starts for men's and women's soccer. I'll be here for that. And then I'm not sure if it's in the month of September or if it's October. I have more Mill River football for you. And boy, look at that. Again, flag coming in real late on the play, as that was a good run by Nate Bourne again, and we'll see what the flag is. And again, there hasn't been a lot of flags in today's ball game for a high school football game. I'll be holding on Poultney, so I believe that's the first holding call, which is quite an impressive mark considering how many yards and they've ran for, how many plays they've ran that they have been called for holding. So he talked to Ryan, I keep wanting to say Ryan Coleman, Sean Coleman, as they get the penalty squared away here on the field. You see the backside of Steve Merrill making the call. Steve not shy. He'll show you the backside as he makes the call to the. What he's looking at is the new press box is right there across the field, and that's where he's looking up making the call. So it's going to be a 2nd and 15 for Poultney as they restart the clock down to 6:58. And again, Poultney, very impressive today. Mill River, very impressive. They've done a lot of things well today. First of all, just to fall behind 19 points like they did in the first quarter, and they just stayed level. They stayed calm. They worked through it, and they had their offensive numbers are going to be very good also. They're not obviously going to be Poultney's numbers, but as Shepherdson back in at quarterback, he gave the ball off to the running back Ferguson. He was stopped after picking up nearly 4 yards. Again, I'll keep the clock grinding out now. On the last Saturday of the summer of 2009. It's a beautiful day out. It's got that fall feeling in the air. Yes, we see a lot of subs coming. I'm trying to catch up to all the numbers. Olsen back in the ball game now for Poultney. As they get ready to snap the ball as clock winding down on the football game. And Shepherdson got a lot of pressure, lets the ball go, and it'll go out of play as he had pressure up the middle. And they were looking for number 12 with the kicker, and Loomis was the intended target. But again, Mill River with a good penetration, good push on the defensive line. And that'll bring up a 4th down, and Mill River still on the defense. Is Poultney going to go for it? Shepherdson, Chris Shepherdson will break the huddle. Hope you've enjoyed all the sports coming to you on PEGTV. Again, he's looking for, big hit right there. Is coming in on that weak side. Aaron Bosch making a tackle on Cody Peck. I believe was number 31 with his first carry, but it was Bosch on the tackle, and the ball will go over on downs to Mill River. So the Minutemen will hold. I'm looking for Jacob Holland. So Jacob Holland, let me get some stats on him right now. He's the new quarterback. He is 6 foot tall, 150 pounds. He's a sophomore. No, this is a good move by Coach Peterson. Get actual game time experience for all these young players. He's got a young team. So Jacob Holland on to replace Tyler Wood here in the 4th quarter. And a good run will earn about 5 yards, 6 yards possibly. As number 40 getting up for Mill River is Ethan Staples. So Ethan Staples for Poultney. Ethan Staples for Mill River with his first carry, and it was a good one. He picked up 5 yards. And we're down to 5 minutes to go in the football game. 38-13 Poultney. This time he'll drop back for the pass, and that throw open and brought down is Andy Imhoff. So Imhoff, a junior, 170 pounds, 5'11", will make the grab, and I believe that's Andy's first catch of the ball game, and I'll bring him out to the 44-yard line. And so they'll have the clock start up again after they've marked the ball, and Mill River under Holland's command now. He's going to throw it to the opposite side and open again, and a grab, and right at the chains. I believe they're going to give him the first down. As that's Rao, Jared Rao. Nikki Rao's younger brother, of course, remember what a great athlete she was here in softball and in soccer. So first down, so they move the chains again, and they'll get set here for. This is good experience right here for the underclassmen, or the people who are usually don't get as much playing time for Mill River. As Holland with a couple completions in this drive. And Staples broke the initial tackle and up to roll forward for a couple more yards. So good hard running by Ethan Staples. Oh, sorry to tell you though, they got the 50th Halloween parade coming up live on Channel 15, obviously on Halloween from downtown Rutland. Got the really big show coming to you from the Paramount Theater. The first Saturday in November, Sam Grusso is your MC. And then you have the logger, Rusty DeWeese, at the Paramount Theater, November 27th and November 28th. Tickets available through the Paramount Theater. And if you've never seen Rusty, you don't know what you're missing. He'd make you laugh so hard, pee your pants. Funny guy. So we wind it down near the 2-minute mark, and flags go, and I'm just wondering if they took too much time in the huddle. Well, since he's got delayed game, as he's looking at his watch, I assume that's what it was, and I missed Steve's call. Delay game, okay. And if you take the whole ball game, there's been 3 flags here in the fourth quarter. That's been the most of any quarter. It hasn't been a lot of flags today. So that will bring it down to a 2nd and 11 now. As Jacob Holland, in that shotgun in the spread formation, looking to pitch the ball. No, he'll break containment, get to the outside. Oh, he's got to hold that ball a lot better than that, yeah. He got away with that, but you can't hold the ball out there like a loaf of bread. We already saw that get fumbled away one time today, and I tell you, he did a nice job of getting around the corner, and for 6 foot, 150 pounds, he had a lot of speed. It makes it a 3rd and 3. So 3rd and 3 for the Minutemen. They're waiting for the play to come in from the sideline. And what happened, Holland was shaken up on the play, and that's going to bring Tyler Wood back in the ball game. So you see Coach Peterson talking to Tyler Wood, so the starting quarterback going back into the ball game as Jacob Holland was injured on the play, and they're looking towards his. Well, I shouldn't speculate. They're just taking a look at him. He's on the bench. And so Tyler Wood back in the ball game, has had a good afternoon here. He's going to throw to the wing, and Coleman will break a tackle and pick up big yards afterwards. Puts his shoulder down, drives over the 20. I tell you, that's a good effort by Coleman. Sean Coleman, one of the captains on this team. And now Poultney has an injured player down, and oh yeah, that's number 88 for Poultney. That's Cade Pratt, a freshman. And we'll have an official's timeout. It came in. Coleman was injured. That's why there was an official's timeout. Coleman came out. Mesha took his spot out there for Mill River as they have the ball inside the 20-yard line. There's the pass over, and he gets it to Mesha. He'll fake left, go take it to the outside, and be brought down just inside the 10. Yeah, they're going to mark it near the 5-yard line. So nice move by Mesha after he made the catch. So Mill River looking for a fourth quarter score here. They're down 38-13, a minute 40 to go in the football game. So Tyler Wood, with Staples standing next to him, number 40. And Wood's going to be in, and touchdown, Tyler Wood. I tell you again, that ball handling of Wood, very, very good. He's involved in all 3 touchdowns today. He ran for 2 and passed for 1. So Tyler Wood will put the finishing touches on a nice drive by Mill River. Again, Mill River drove the ball well in the 3rd quarter, but gave the ball away at the end of both drives. Came up without any score in that 3rd quarter, and now you'll see Coleman mark the ball where he wants it held by Mesha. Makes it 38-19 right now. It's good. Should be 38-20 now. Poultney up by 18 with time winding down here in the 4th quarter. So Timinski getting set to kick off. Timinski, co-captain out there for Mill River, and he'll kick away deep, and that's going to roll and not make it to the end zone. And it'll be picked up now by Bourne as he's going to run the ball forward, and he runs hard. Look how many people it takes to bring him down as he battles to the 30-yard line. And that'll stop the clock at a minute 24. Again, Bourne again way over 100 yards today rushing, as is Fairbanks, as is Staples for Poultney. And the clock down to 124. And it's pretty safe to say that those Blue Devils right there played a heck of a game today. They're going to go to earn their first win today. They'll be at 1-2 record-wise. Mill River will fall to 0-3. Again, Mill River just too big a hole to start with. Giving up 19 first quarter points. And it was that running game by Poultney was just controlling and devastating.
Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10.
Now I'm looking to see who's at quarterback. Well, we got a new quarterback out there for Poultney. He fumbled the snap, picks it up, spins forward, and will be brought down now. That is number 15 out there. That's Sam Cathcart.
Sam Cathcart is going to take a few snaps here at quarterback.
So Cathcart, who's been kicking the point afters, the PATs for Poultney, now the third quarterback used today by Poultney. So Cathcart get a few snaps in here as we're down to a minute 13.
Shepardson is a sophomore.
Yeah, so the game was started by Skylar Staples. Outstanding job by Staples today. Then Chris Shepardson came in and he played very, very well. And now Cathcart's turn to be the quarterback. As we drop below a minute to play now. So Cathcart looks the field over, surveys, ducks underneath the center, and going to hand the ball up. And again, nice run, gut to gut, 5-yard pickup by Cody Peck. So Cody Peck with the carry that time, and he will, like I said, picked up, well, actually, yeah, he got about a 6-yard gain out of that one. It's also then bring up a 3rd and very short for Poultney. As they're down to 21 seconds to go in the ball game now. It's Poultney marching it out. Cathcart. Long count. And Peck this time, I don't think he got the first down, but it's going to be the clock has expired, and that will be the ball game. So Poultney will get the win. Congratulations to Poultney. A good effort by Mill River. Both teams have shown tremendous improvement since the start of the season, but it's going to be a 38-20 Poultney win over Mill River. I'd like to thank Mill River and Rob Black for allowing me to videotape this Mill River football game and bring it to you on PEGTV. It's Jerry Munger, Munger Vision, saying get out there, support your student athletes, and I always support Munger Vision.